Hello and welcome to another episode of today's GK. Moving on to the practice question of the last segment. Which of the following countries is the highest producer of tea in the world? The correct answer from the given option is China. Tea exports declined by 2.4% to 184.35 million kg during the April-February period of the last fiscal, according to the latest tea board data. CIS countries, including Russia and Ukraine, imported the highest among the overseas destinations of Indian tea during the period under review. Iran was the second largest importer of Indian tea in the first 11 months of 2020 and 21. China is the largest producer of tea in the world. Which of the following countries are a member of G20? India, China, Mexico, Russia. The correct answer is all of them are. D is the correct answer. Italy had agreed to hold the G20 meeting in India's place, as New Delhi had wanted more time in order to prepare its hosting of the event in 2023. The G20 is a strategic multilateral platform connecting the world's major development and emerging economies. G20 holds a strategic role in securing future global economic growth and prosperity. The members of G20 include Argentina, Australia, Brazil, Canada, China, France, Germany, India, Indonesia, Italy, Japan, Republic of Korea, Mexico, Russia, Saudi Arabia, South Africa, Turkey, UK, US, European Union. Spain is also invited to as a permanent guest. Arrange the following kinds of coal from highest to lowest carbon content: anthracite, peat, bituminous, lignite. The highest grade of all of them is anthracite and peat is the least one. Then we have after anthracite, bituminous, then lignite and then peat. So 1, 3, 4, 2. A is the correct answer. The centre has stepped in to tackle the power crisis by invoking Section 11 of the Electricity Act. By this, the government has mandated all imported coal-based projects to generate power at full capacity. Coal is originated from organic matter wood on the basis of carbon content. It is classified into the types of anthracite, which is the best quality of coal, highest calorific value and carries 80 to 95% carbon content. Bituminous has a low level of moisture content with 60 to 80% of carbon content. It has a high calorific value. Lignite carries 40 to 55% of carbon content, and peat is the first stage of transformation from wood to coal with low calorific value and less than 40% carbon content. Which of the following is not a feature of national emergency? The very correct answer is going to be immune to judicial review. The Sri Lankan president recently declared an emergency for the second time in a little over a month. A state of emergency in India refers to a period of governance that can be proclaimed by the President of India during certain crisis situations. A national emergency can be declared on the basis of war, external aggression or armed rebellion. Under Article 352, the President can declare a national emergency. The 38th Amendment Act of 1975 made the declaration of national emergency immune to judicial review, but this provision was subsequently deleted by the 44th Amendment Act of 1978. Gyanvapi Mosque, recently seen in the news, is located in which state? Delhi, Bihar, Uttar Pradesh, Andhra Pradesh. Uttar Pradesh is the correct answer. A team of lawyers and opposing legal parties conducted a videographic survey of Hindu site adjacent to Varanasi's Gyanvapi Mosque is located in Varanasi, Uttar Pradesh. Which of the following planet rotates clockwise on its axis? There are very few, and Venus is amongst them. After sending missions to the Moon and Mars, ISRO is now readying a spacecraft to orbit Venus. ISRO plans to study what lies below the surface of solar system's hottest planet and also unravel the mysteries under the sulfuric acid clouds enveloping it. Unlike the other planets in our solar system, Venus and Uranus, they spin clockwise on their axis. Consider the following statements about National Family Health Survey 5. Total fertility rate has declined to 2.0 at national level and institutional deliveries have increased at the national level. Both are actually correct. C is the correct answer. Fertility falls, obesity goes up in India, says National Family Health Survey. The TFR, an average number of children per woman, has further declined from 2.2 to 2.0 at the national level between NFHS 4 and 5. Only 5 states in India which are above replacement level of fertility of 2.1 include Bihar, Meghalaya, Uttar Pradesh, Jharkhand, Manipur. Institutional births have increased from 79 to 89% in India, and in rural areas about 87 births being delivered in institutions, and the same is 94% for urban areas. Compared with NFHS 4, the prevalence of overweight or obesity has increased in most states or union territories. At the national level, it increased from 21% to 24% among women and 19 to 23 among men. The scope of NFHS is expanded to include dimensions such as death registration, preschool education, expanded domain of child immunization, components of micronutrients to children, menstrual hygiene. Consider the following statements regarding e-dispute resolution scheme 2022. It will facilitate faster resolution of tax disputes for smaller taxpayers. Taxpayers with IT disputes not exceeding rupees 10 lakh and total income of up to rupees 50 lakh are eligible. So we have to select the correct answer. Both are correct. C is the correct answer. In order to facilitate faster resolution of tax disputes for small taxpayers, the CBDT notified the e-dispute resolution scheme of 2022 on 5th April. The scheme is meant for taxpayers with a total income of up to rupees 50 lakh and income tax dispute not exceeding rupees 10 lakh. The taxpayer need not appear before tax official either in person or through an authorized representative in connection with any proceedings. Entire communication will be electronic. The DRC, that is Dispute Resolution Committee, will consist of 3 members. 2 retired IRS officers who have held the post of Commissioner of Income Tax or higher post for 5 years and 1 serving officer not below the rank of Principal Commissioner for IT. The tenure for these members will be 3 years. National Commission on Backward Classes was given the constitutional status by which of the Constitution Amendment Act? The correct answer is 102 Constitution Amendment Act. So this Act of 2018 provides constitutional status to the National Commission for Backward Classes. It was previously a statutory body under the Ministry of Social Justice and Empowerment. 102nd Constitution Amendment Act inserted new articles 338B and 342A. Article 338B provides authority to NCBC to examine complaints and welfare measures regarding socially and educationally backward classes. Moving on, triple black widow recently in the news refers to, it is actually a rare binary star with the shortest orbit. Red black widow binary star with shortest orbit ever identified. Scientists have discovered it, and this is a pair of stars that rapidly circle each other before one is consumed by the other. It is located some 3000 light years away. Star system named ZTF J1406 plus 1222 has the shortest known orbit of any black widow binary. Moving on, the system Uni is unique because it contains a third star that circles the central pair every 10,000 years. The system derives its name from the black widow spiders, in which the female eats the male after mating. Astronomers know of about 24 black widow binaries in the Milky Way. Which of the following step will be taken when RBI adopts accommodative or expansionary monetary policy? It will decrease interest rate. B is the correct answer. Accommodative or expansionary monetary policy is a strategy used by central banks that is aimed at keeping interest rates low. It is done in order to infuse more cash into the economy and to boost growth and maintain or reduce unemployment. It's also known as easy monetary policy. When RBI adopts expansionary monetary policy, the central bank decreases policy rates like repo or reverse repo, MSF, bank rate, decrease reserve ratios like CRR and SLR, and buys government security from the market as a part of open market operation, providing liquidity in the market. Moving on to the practice question for the next segment. Which of the following is the nodal ministry for Pradhan, Mantri, Garib, Kalyan and Yojana? Ministry of Commerce and Industry, Ministry of Finance, Ministry of Rural Development, Ministry of Agriculture. Answer it correctly. Next time we shall meet again. Thank you so much for watching.